Disturbing facts that will probably disturb you even if you're not easily disturbed. Part 56. Shanda Vander Ark and her son Paul Ferguson tortured and starved Paul's autistic brother, Shanda's other son, Timothy, to death in 2022. Timothy died from malnourishment and hypothermia. He was 15 years old, and at the time of his death, he weighed only 69 pounds. Shanda was convicted of murder and sentenced to life in prison without parole. Paul Ferguson pleaded guilty to first-degree child abuse and was sentenced to a minimum of 30 years and a maximum of 100 years. He testified against his mother. There is a clip of Shanda throwing up when they announced the verdict. Really? Mother of the Year award. A mother in Indiana is facing multiple charges because she gave a bunch of squatters in an abandoned home $200 to watch her children for a few days. Crystal Candelario from Cleveland, Ohio, left her 16-month-old child at home by herself while she went on vacation to Puerto Rico. She was gone for 8 days, and when she finally returned home, what a surprise, her baby was dead. In Texas, and I'm sure many other states as well, but in Texas for sure, failure to stop and render aid is a criminal offense that occurs when a driver fails to stop at the scene of a collision and provide assistance to anyone injured. If someone dies from that accident and you fail to stop and render aid, that is a second-degree felony and requires a mandatory minimum 120-day prison sentence. Look, we all want to gawk at car accidents, so why not just go ahead and stop and render aid while you're gawking? A comprehensive study on the lifestyles of 8,000 adults has revealed that those who led the most sedentary lives have an 82% higher risk of death by cancer. Humans are meant to move. Sedentary living is the most prevalent disease, the biggest silent killer, and the greatest health threat facing developed countries. You ever seen that movie WALL-E? Take a good look at your future. Get up, move your body, go outside, go for a walk, chase people in the Walmart parking lot when they don't put their carts back. Just get your heart rate up. Marlon Brando would often gaze to one side while filming scenes, and it gave him a super cool, iconic, detached look. But in reality, he did it to read his lines. They were written on a big board by the camera, and Marlon never bothered to learn his lines. So that iconic was out of pure laziness. Sloths are disgusting. There's algae that grows all over their bodies, and in some cases, it turns the sloth a slime green hue, and moths live in their fur and lay eggs in their feces. The sloths may even eat some of the algae that grows all over them. So it's like very self-sustaining. A lot of people might think that sloths are really, really dumb, but they are not. They're actually very intelligent, and they have evolved this way to survive. Sloths have a very, very slow reaction time because they evolved alongside the harpy eagle, which is a bird of prey that can detect even the slightest movement. So they benefit from reacting slowly to danger. In the movie Love Actually, in the opening scene of everyone reconnecting and embracing at the airport, that was a product of like pure laziness. The director just had a ton of airport footage and handed it to his partner, Emma Freud, who was a script editor at the time, and asked, can you just knock this into some kind of shape? And she did. I've never seen that movie, but isn't that the one where Rick Grimes like steals his best friend's wife? And we're all supposed to think it's romantic, but I'm like, dude, what about the bro code? Groucho Marx's famous painted mustache came about because he could not be bothered to glue on the fake one. Deontay Atwell was a 7-year-old boy that suffered from spina bifida. He required round-the-clock care as well as a feeding tube. Last Christmas, 2 days after his birthday, he was discovered dead. He was 7 years old and he weighed only 7 pounds. When police investigated the home, they found 264 unopened bottles of formula. There were 5 adults in the home. Some people should really not be allowed to have children. Thanks for watching.